She used to walk past him every morning, the man by the bakery with tired eyes and a paper cup. She never stopped, not once, until the day he spoke first, and changed the way she saw her entire life. Here's a story about a woman who thought she had everything, until a man with nothing showed her what gratitude really meant. Maya was the kind of woman people envied: a good job, a cozy apartment, a car that smelled faintly of vanilla and new leather. Her friends called her lucky. Her colleagues called her ambitious. But deep down, Maya didn't feel lucky. She felt empty. Every morning, she took the same route to work, past the old bakery, past the narrow alley where a man always sat with a cardboard sign that read, "Still trying." She'd seen him so many times, she'd memorized his face. The rough beard, the faded jacket, the soft half-smile he offered to everyone passing by. But she never stopped. She'd tell herself, "I'm late. I'll help next time." And next time never came. One November morning, it was raining hard. Maya was running late again, umbrella in one hand, coffee in the other, heels splashing through puddles. As she crossed the bakery, she noticed him, sitting there, drenched, holding that same sign. Something inside her paused. He looked up at her and said quietly, "Rough morning, huh?" She froze. The tone wasn't sarcastic. It was kind. "Yeah," she muttered, unsure why she even replied. He smiled, water dripping from his hair. "It's okay. Rain's just a reminder that some days you gotta sit through the storm before the sun shows up again." Maya didn't know what to say. She just nodded awkwardly and hurried away. But that line stuck with her. All day, while her boss yelled about deadlines and her inbox overflowed, she kept hearing it. Sit through the storm. The next morning, she brought him coffee. He looked surprised, almost shy. "For me?" "Yeah," she said, handing it over. "Extra sugar." He grinned. "You remembered." That morning turned into a routine. Every day, Maya stopped for a few minutes. They'd talk. Not about money, not about pity, just about life. He told her his name was Ben. He used to be a carpenter, had a wife once, and a daughter who loved pancakes. Life had simply fallen apart. "But I still got mornings," he said one day, sipping his coffee. "And mornings mean I've got another shot to be kind to someone. That's enough reason to smile." Maya didn't understand how someone who had so little could speak like that. He never complained. He never begged. He just noticed things. The smell of bread, the way light bounced off the puddles, the laughter of school kids running by. Meanwhile, Maya realized she hadn't noticed anything in months. Her life was full, yet it felt empty. Ben's life was empty, yet it was full. Weeks passed. Winter settled in. One day, Ben wasn't there. The cardboard sign leaned against the wall, soaked. For the first time, Maya felt panic rising in her chest. She asked the baker, "Have you seen him?" He shook his head. "Haven't seen him since yesterday. Maybe the shelter took him in." Days turned into a week, still no sign of Ben. Then, one cold morning, the baker handed Maya a folded piece of paper. "He left this for you," he said. Her hands trembled as she opened it. It was written in shaky handwriting. "Hey, Maya, if you're reading this, it means I finally got a warm bed for a while. Don't worry, I'm okay. I just wanted to thank you. Not for the coffee, but for treating me like a person. You reminded me what it felt like to be seen. Keep noticing the small things. That's where life hides its biggest blessings." Maya stood there, eyes filling with tears she couldn't explain. That morning, for the first time, she didn't rush to work. She stood by the bakery, watching the city wake up. The smell of fresh bread, the sound of buses, the sky slowly turning from gray to gold. She whispered softly, "Thank you, Ben." Months later, Maya started volunteering at a shelter on weekends, not because she wanted to feel good, but because she finally understood. Gratitude wasn't about having more. It was about noticing more. She still walks past that bakery every morning. The cardboard sign isn't there anymore, but in her car's glove compartment, she keeps that letter, folded neatly, like a reminder. A reminder that a man who had nothing once gave her something she'd been searching for all along: peace. In the end, it wasn't her success that made her grateful. It was a stranger's quiet grace that finally taught.